Hey guys, welcome back to the farmstead. Welcome back to another episode. Just kicking this episode off here, finishing up putting the second layer of fertilizer on the cornfields here. We should be, yeah buddy, 100% fertilized. That's what I'm talking about. So the plan for this is, if you'll notice, it is 16:37 p.m. Still working off of real time. So this would be what we'll consider week 4 of month 2. So the plan for today was to get that fertilized, and I want to get grass started on that lower field, and then I want to harvest, I think, the canola off of our field, and then I also picked up the contract over there for the corn. So we'll have to go get a corn header. So first things first, I think I want to go ahead and get the planter filled up. Whoops, wrong button. Get the planter filled up, topped off, and then get a, I'm going to hire that same guy that cultivated our lower field down there for us last week. So a couple of things that I'm still trying to figure out here, still trying to, learn, is how much content do I need to record in order to get about a 30-minute episode. So the last episode I'd recorded way too much content in order to do it. So last week we ended up hiring a helper that I met. He was looking for some work. He ended up cultivating that lower field for us. And then we also got this fence row all cleared out, which you guys know about the fence row getting cleared out. But then we also need to look at getting a corn header. Made mention at the end about getting a corn header. We're obviously going to need a corn header for our corn, but I also picked up that contract over there to harvest the corn across the street. So we need to get a corn header for that as well. So yeah, let me get this seeder topped off here. We'll get down into the lower field, and I'll call up the guy that helped us out last week and see if he wants to come make some money sowing or drilling the seed on that lower field so that we can do some harvesting. All right. Get in here with the seeder, and we got to make sure we get grass. Sugar beet, cotton, corn, or sunflowers. Why can't I do grass? Or wheat. Well, I can't do grass. Okay. Well, let's head up and go ahead and just get started on harvesting this canola up here. And maybe I'll hire a helper to do that, and then I'll go down to the farm store and ask around and see why the seed they sold me doesn't have the grass option. So, or wheat for that matter. So we'll figure it out. But we got this thing ready to go here. Let's see here. I guess we'll just run around the outside edges maybe. Trim it out, make it a little easier, and then we'll by that time old boy should be here to take over for us. So if I can figure out the seed, I don't know if maybe the store was out of it or what, but if I can figure out the seed, then I am going to do, I think, up here, this field is going to be wheat. And we're going to do that strategically so that we have our own self-sustaining grain for the chickens. Because once we start to raise chickens, we'll have to buy chicken feed, and that's pretty expensive. So if we can get our own, make our own chicken feed, then that'll definitely save us some money there. And then whatever we don't need, obviously, because this would be way more chicken feed than what we need, we can obviously sell it. And then another thought I had was that area of wooded space back here, especially after all the money that we made off of just this fence row right here. My thought is that we could do that over the winter. We could clear that out and extend this field and make it even bigger, which I think would be even better. So like next spring, if we could do that this winter, then next spring when we plant this field with wheat, we will have a little bit bigger harvest off of it. All right, so I think let's hire a helper to go ahead and harvest this, and in the meantime, you and I can run down to the shop, to the farm store, and see what's up with the grass. And I've already kind of talked about it so much that I think I may have it figured out. I think that our seed, our planter that we have, may only do corn, sunflower, and what was the other thing that it would do? Corn, sunflower, and soy. So that might be the problem. We might have bought a planter that will only do that. Dude, this truck is dirty. All of our equipment is dirty. And in dire need of a good cleaning. I can barely see out the windshield. Yeah, so that is it. This is our planter here, the John Deere 7000. And corn, sunflower, soy, I guess root, sugar beets, and cotton is the only thing that's good for. And the only thing they have in stock right now is this Great Plains planter, $142,000 to do pretty much everything. So we're probably going to have to do an order out because everything they have in stock is like our John Deere. So that's not going to work. So I'll have to talk to them about ordering us a more affordable planter that we can do that with. One thing that I did want to do is we are going to need a corn header. And I definitely don't want this one, this bad boy right here. That would take us forever to do our field that we have. So that would take, I mean, it's definitely the best price, $4,500. but that would take forever. The other option is this big one, the 618C. It's 57,000, or we could do the 608C, which is 38. This has a 6-meter spread, whereas this one has a 9-meter spread. But that might not work on our harvester. So I'm going to go ahead and I think purchase this, because we're going to need it. I just don't know how much we're going to do corn. Wonder if I should just lease it. Yeah, let's just lease it. Let's get that on lease, because we're going to need that here pretty soon. And then we also, one other thing I wanted to get while we're here is, I think I want to go ahead, instead of spending 38,000 on the header that we're not going to use very often, I wanted to go ahead and get a bigger grain trailer. And I think this is the one I want to go with. So we just have to figure out what tires we want. And I think I want wide tires for it. It's a little bit more expensive. Oh, we could just do those. That's not as much. Yeah, let's do those. And now we'll have a 14,000 liter capacity. All right, cool. All right, well, our helper left, and he must be looking for beer 30 because he didn't finish up here. So I guess we're going to have to finish up, but I think I only paid him like whatever that said, 288 bucks or something. So I guess we'll just finish up this last little bit here. Not a very good harvest on this field, that's for sure. Just over 4,000 liters. So, not great. So my hope is that where we didn't make, we're not going to make very much on this. I mean, a few $1,000 probably. That doesn't even cover what we spent on the combine head for this. So, which, I mean, that's a long-term investment, right? My hope is that we'll make it up on the, maybe on this cornfield over here for the neighbor. All right, so a little bit of an issue we ran into here. Went down to the shop to pick up the corn header. And it hooked up, no problem. Got back up here and started harvesting with it, and it does not work. So we had to go back, and you'll notice how narrow this is. We had to go back and get the smaller one. So I've got the same helper working on harvesting, but this is a very oddly shaped field, and for whatever reason they keep getting confused about it. So while I was down there switching out the headers, the farm store manager told me that the drill for this field over here, so that we can do grass, came in that we ordered. So we're going to run down here and pick that up real quick. And then I would say more than likely what we will end up doing is we will probably, thinking about this, I probably should have brought the tractor because I'm going to need more fertilizer, and their forklift here is broken. So we'll run in here and take a look at it, and we may have to go back and get the tractor. But anyway, I think we'll go back, get the drill loaded up and ready to go, and then we'll just swap off with our hired help, and we'll take care of the harvesting while he does the planting. What I'm looking for it here. Here it is. Let's see. Here it is, right here. So John Deere drill. This will do pretty much everything else that our current planter won't do. That's what ended up being the problem. So, yeah, this should fix it. What's this? Duo rib? Don't know what that's for, but we're not going to do that. Cool. All right, now we can just come back down and pick that up later. Beautiful. All right, let's get back up to the farm, and we will get the seeding going on. I think I've still got, ooh, that was fertilizer. Okay, that was fertilizer I put in there. I need to put seed in when we get back up to the farm. So we need to seed when we get to fill it with seed, grab the tractor, hook it up, and then we'll go get the perimeter done. And then we can switch out with the hired help and let them do the seeding on this field over here. And then we'll go finish up the harvesting. Let's drop it down. And we need to select grass. Grass. Turn it on, and here we go. All right, get that hay planted. All right, now let's run up here to see if we can take over for this guy, and we'll just finish this up ourselves. just take and sell this quick, get it out of this trailer. And we'll fill both of those other trailers up. Or fill this one up and the other one's already full. Let's see who's got the best prices on grain right now. Where's that right here? Let's see. We're looking for soy. Soy best price is Central Grain Elevator. I've not been there yet. Which is Central Grain. Central Grain. Right there. Easiest way to get there is to probably cut down through our old fields here and jump out on this road. Can't see. Can't see much better inside the cab here. Dirty as it is. I bet this game would be perfect with a steering wheel. Oh, that just makes a glare. Alright, here's Central Grain. Let's see how we get in here and where the drop point is. Right here it looks like. That'll be a quick offload. 5,600 bucks. Definitely not the same as the sunflowers that we did and made a fortune off of, but 5,600 is 5,600 all day. All right, let's take this trailer first. Let's not get hit as we pull out. I'm telling you, the traffic in this game is pretty crazy. Anyway, let's take... Oh, I should have went down through the field. Should we cut across through here? I think we can. I don't know if it'll do much good, but let's try it. Oh yeah, this will work. We can come down out through here and then turn back to the right, and it'll just take us back up over the hill. So we'll take this trailer and dump it first because it probably has the least amount. I don't know. It's got 8,200 liters in it, almost 8,300 liters. So it's probably, I don't know. I didn't look and see what the other trailer had in it, but I was just thinking because the other trailer is bigger, that it probably has more in it. then again, that offload on that second, whoa, getting a little squirrely there. The offload on that last, when I pulled up just then, was pretty fast, I feel like. So there might be actually more in this trailer than there is in the other one. Either way, we will pull in here at main grain central grain elevator. Oh, is this the right spot? This might not be the right spot. It's highlighted. Central grain elevator. Yeah. This is the place. But it's not giving me the icon. This is weird. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Just had to pull forward further, I guess. No, yeah, there we go. What we got? $2,000. Oh, 4,600. Nice. I'll take it. We needed that. That definitely paid for our $2,000 header mistake. And our help. We probably spent, you know, $600-800 on labor. So by the time we close out the contract, we will have made about $6,500, $7,000 on this job, harvesting that field. That's actually not too shabby, you know. That definitely covered our cost today, and then some. I mean, not our cost all day, but our cost at least on that. And then we had to buy that. We bought that new seed drill. We had to buy more fertilizer today. We bought this trailer, so we still spent some money. I don't know. We definitely didn't make it all back up, because I don't know if you noticed our bank account, but it's lower now than it was when we started the day. But you know what? That's okay. That's part of farming. We got to spend the money to make the money. Here I am doing 40 miles an hour through a field again. Here, we're going to cut through right here, actually. Beautiful. All right. Let's get this thing back up to the farm. Looks good. Alright guys, well, I think that's going to do it for this month. We've got our corn going here. We've got grass sown on this one. Harvested that cornfield. Put a little bit of money back in the bank to offset some of the money we had to spend. And of course the mistake of leasing the wrong corn header. But you know, live and learn. It's part of it, I guess. I think I'll go down here to the Texas Roadhouse and get a bite to eat. But I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me this week, this whole month while we've been, I feel like we got a lot accomplished in the past 4 weeks. Next month is going to be good. I'm kind of anticipating what the winter is going to be like up here. I don't know when we're going to get snow or if we're going to get snow. I would assume we will. I also don't know when it's going to frost. So, you know, there's always that worry as well, not knowing when the frost is coming. So just play it day by day, I guess, and see what it entails for us and what the weather brings. I think next month we're going to start doing some prep work to get ready for winter, and we'll check on the corn and just kind of go from there. I made mention about clearing out the wooded area on the far side of that soybean field that we harvested today, or was it this week? Yeah, I think it was. So we may start doing some timber work back there. That would be a good source to bring in some extra revenue while we're waiting on the corn to grow. I'm hesitant about planting. I want to do wheat in that field that we harvested the soy from, but I'm hesitant to plant it because I don't know what the seasons are going to do. And so I'm afraid to plant it now and not get it harvested before the end of the year. However, it could be mulched back in if we don't make it in time, and then that would count as fertilizer. So I don't know, maybe we'll cultivate that, go ahead and drill it with wheat, and then we'll start cutting some trees and maybe do some timber work to recoup some money. But I'm gonna go here and get a steak, and I hope you guys have a good night, and we'll see you on Monday morning. See you guys later.